citizens, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk more about Darth Sidious being in The Rise of Skywalker. And the things he has done in The Rise of Skywalker does feel like the Darth Sidious that we got in the original 6 movies. Uh, so that doesn't seem... So that doesn't bother me. Him wanting his son to give him Rey so he can turn her to the dark side does feel like Sidious. Him killing Rey or sucking out her life force along with Ben, the last surviving Skywalker at the time, by blood. She does seem like Darth Sidious. Well, cause they didn't join the dark side, Rey rejected the dark side. Kylo Ren went back to the light side, reclaiming his old identity of Ben Solo. So everything that the Emperor has done, or Sidious has done in this movie, felt like what Darth Sidious would do. But here's the thing. By bringing him back, how they defeated him ultimately feels to me like they're, in a sense, undermining Anakin's arc. Even though Anakin did reach out to Rey in the Force, telling her, bring balance to the Force like I once did. So you can kind of argue that Anakin technically did fulfill the Chosen One, like the prophecy of the Chosen One. And to a certain extent, you can argue that this doesn't really affect Anakin's arc in the first 6 Star Wars movies. But and as much as I would say, yeah, you have a point there, there's that side of me that I can't help but feel that you should have brought Anakin back. So he can, either a Force Ghost or physical form. Or as a clone. So he can help in some way to defeat the Emperor. And some of you might say, oh, he did by encouraging Rey to get up. Yeah, but I mean, maybe as a Force Ghost saying, hey, Palpatine, remember me, bitch? I'm here. Nice to see you again. Oh, yeah, and probably too late now, but I'm going to put in the title. This is going to have spoilers for Palpatine's character in The Rise of Skywalker, so I should have probably said that off the bat. Thankfully, I'm going to put the word spoilers in the title, so, yeah. So, I feel like they should have let us see Hayden Christensen come back as Anakin. Not only hear his voice, but actually see him. Guess it would have been cool. Maybe First Ghost Anakin could have been as some sort of distraction. The distraction that Rey could have used to either use Anakin's lightsaber or Leia's lightsaber or both lightsabers to stab her grandfather somewhere. I mean, Star Wars is not a stranger to stabbing people or slicing through people or making people lose limbs or whatever. I mean, look at The Last Jedi with the throne room scene. Right before Kylo Ren and Rey fought those guards. Look at what happened to the Supreme Leader, Snoke. His head was detached from his body. But, truth be told, the way Darth Sidious was thrown out in A Return of the Jedi was better suited for him than in The Rise of Skywalker. And you expect, after the lightning did not work for a little while, that he will have learned from his duel with Mace Windu, that after some time of having his lightning getting pushed back, that he needs to his plans. Even with this fight against Yoda, you can't even say that. Because Yoda was technically his last lightsaber fight, and in the Senate room, Sidious was shooting lightning at Yoda, and Yoda deflected the uh, lightning with the Force and pushed both Yoda and Sidious back. So you would really expect after like 2 times at the very least having it backfire because he waited too long, that he would change tactics. And you can essentially say the same with the whole him trying to kill off Luke in the Return of the Jedi with Force Lightning. That he can't really do it all slow, per se. He will have to do it fast. That he has to think fast on his toes. I get that he's in his 20s by now, but still, at that age in the Star Wars universe, he has to be fast on his toes to a certain extent. Because I do understand that at that age, the mind ain't as sharp as it was when he was in Return of the Jedi or Revenge of the Sith. But still, something. At this point, I feel like it was just pure stupidity that Sidious did. Because clearly, the 3 times I mentioned didn't teach him anything. And Rey was the one who killed him. So does that mean that Rey is the chosen one? Guess that's what I want to know. Is Rey the chosen one? Because I seriously do, regardless of what argument you might have for them not interfering with Anakin's story arc, I feel like it does hurt Anakin's story arc at least a little bit by having Rey beat him and not Anakin. And it would have been cool to see Ben Solo kill Sidious, because then that we could see, yeah, Ben Solo killed off Kylo Ren. He rose to the light, and even though his last name isn't exactly Skywalker, but he has blood of Skywalker, and he could have potentially we could have had a 360. Everybody thought Rey was going to kill the Emperor, but no, wait. It's Kylo Ren who uses the Force to choke Sidious, or use Force Lightning to kill Sidious. That way, it could kind of be like the Skywalkers are rising, and that way, yeah, they might still have that weird Reylo kiss, but at least Kylo Ren wouldn't die. At least the Skywalker bloodline wouldn't die off with Ben, and at least we could have seen future movies or TV shows where we get to see Ben Solo struggling to earn the galaxy's forgiveness from what he has done in this sequel trilogy, which just was a hot mess. Inconsistencies, because The Last Jedi pretty much retconned some of the stuff in the previous 6 movies, and The Rise of Skywalker kind of retconned 90% of The Last Jedi. So this trilogy is like a hot mess. But I feel like at least that way it would have been great. I mean, we saw people that were on the wrong side getting redeemed. Zuko in The Last Airbender. Anakin, Return of the Jedi. Who else? Can I kind of say Finn, to a certain extent. Even though he wasn't really a bad guy when we met him in The Force Awakens, but he kind of did lie to Rey for not what was past, and by telling her the truth, I bet that's how she felt like Finn redeemed himself, plus helping destroy the Starkiller. Pretty much helping, going to Starkiller Base to rescue her. That was a pretty good way of showing that he has changed for the good. That he's not part of the evil First Order. I'm trying to think of other movies that had bad guys turn good. Kovu from The Lion King to Simba's Pride. Uh, what else? Karai from the Ninja Turtles, like multiple versions of Karai, where she was under the Foot Clan, but she switched sides to the Turtle side. Depends on which version of Karai you're talking about as well. Uh, let's I'm trying to think of more, but brain fart. But there are plenty of examples in movie history alone where the bad guys had turned against the bad guys to join the good guys and lived. Yeah, Darth Vader probably was a bad example of my overall point in bad guys turning good and lived, but still. But I feel like Darth Sidious should have been killed by Ben Ben Solo, because then if that happened, that would leave a lot of speculations on, is this what the Rise of Skywalker meant? Ben Solo rising from the darkness into the light and killing off uh the Emperor? I don't know. It would have been, I would have liked that better than Rey, because it would have been unexpected. That's how you can subvert expectations, Ryan Johnson. But the reason why they probably had the Emperor in here is because Ryan Johnson killed off Snoke. And that's probably the reason why they had the Emperor in here. But long story short, even though the way they had the Emperor act, it definitely felt like it was Darth Sidious. I won't take that away from them. But I still feel like having Darth Sidious in The Rise of Skywalker wouldn't, having Darth Sidious in The Rise of Skywalker was still, it still, in my opinion, kind of hurt Anakin's prophecy redemption. Because now whenever, and I know I'm most likely not the only one who sees this too, now whenever I see Return of the Jedi, I will say, hey, well, he does come back. It doesn't get explained how he came back, but he does. I mean, yeah, already being OPS hell in the last two Star Wars movies might have been a sign that she was a Palpatine, maybe. But hypothetically, if that garbage show Star Wars Resistance had its third season, maybe they could have shown like an arc, like a two-story arc on how the Emperor survived, or maybe they can have this like little special, this animated special where they show how Anakin or Darth Sidious survived the events of Return of the Jedi. Guess I want to know. I need to know as a Star Wars fan, because how they have it now, it was unanswered, and until they give me an explanation, I will always feel like having Darth Sidious in Episode 9, regardless if I liked how he acted, and regardless if I liked that the actor reprising his role, I still feel like the Emperor will always be like an unnecessary addition to the Disney trilogy. And I and Darth Sidious is one of the scariest movie villains of all time. Like as a villain, he's a pretty good villain. Just I feel like he was just an unnecessary addition to the Disney Star Wars. But and I know that seems contradicting to what I said about how I like how he acted in the movie. Just that's just how I feel. So long story short, I do feel like having Darth Sidious return in The Rise of Skywalker does hurt Anakin's story a bit. Maybe not a lot, but to a certain extent it does hurt Anakin's story a lot by bringing back the Emperor, especially not telling us how he came back, or even if he ever died. So, how do you guys feel about the Emperor surviving? And do you guys think that he died and somehow came back to life with this very cool looking Vader boat type thing? Or do you guys think he somehow survived and never died in the events of Return of the Jedi? And how do you guys feel about how they decided to take Sidious in Rise of Skywalker? Leave a comment down below and may the Force be with us all.